people. This is Tamika Armstrong, also known as Nappy TV. Again, you made it. This is what, 367 days that you are alive if you're listening and watching this live. I may come back on later, only just to show me actually drawing something. Hopefully, I don't forget. If I don't do it today, I shall be doing it live tomorrow. I just wanted to show to my pens and pencil girlies. If you're looking at my hands, I'm in the process of washing dishes, and I do put just a little bleach. I use the bleach with the lemon for the kitchen. I mean, just a tad bit. I get that from my mom because she just always used to talk about stuff smelling like fresh, like an egg. So, but anywho, these are the colored pencils that I use for this illustration. And I said yesterday, if you watched that one, that live from yesterday, which is on my page, that I wanted to come back and show the finished product. This is just something now. I am an artist, creative artist. I don't do everything so perfect, and art is not about perfection. For those that get it, and those that know. And also, I wanted to put my spin interpretation on it. This is the artist. I've already tagged her. Her name is eveandersondraws. So, I just did my rendition and tried to do it my way because she does stickers. But anywho, these are the colored pencils I have. As I said, these are the pencils that I use to just draw. I was just doing something just to see if I still had that creative spark, which I do. And I'm a pen girly. I'm a pencil girly. So this is what I use. This is the pencil sharpener that I use. And I don't know where my pen, oh, and this is my pencil. This is what I use to do my outline sketching. If I'm not mistaken, I don't want to call his name out. We used to get sent to the art room for talking in class. He been on here. I went to the prom with him in high school. So if you know, you know. But anywho, I just want to let someone know, don't give up. Just keep expanding and, you know, doing what you do. Because people will try to dim your light. I know that for a fact. They'll try to dim your light. But don't let nobody dim your light. Girl, don't let nobody dim your light. Or fellas, don't let nobody dim your light. Again, this is the finished product. There is a little bit more light. Plus, I have the light on. And when I do stuff like this, and I used to work, when I first graduated, when I got out from Auburn State, I had a job as an engineer with the department of, with the engineering department. It's the tax office, but it's the engineering part where we actually had to do assessments of each person's house. That means that I knew the deeds, who owned it, who didn't own it. And the reason why I said that, because when you're doing the taxes, you have to draw a 3-dimensional of the property and the property of each individual. They are called parcels. So you can Google that and find out what that means. Those are considered lots. But anywho, if you know, you know me. You know that's how I talk. So it ain't no shade. But I was just saying that. And at first, I knew I could, I would say, I guess, draw or sketch in my interpretation of how I see it. So I had this guy, he worked with me. He was like, all you got to do is just think about it. And then one of my friends, she told me the same thing. She was like, just think about the outside and then you can fill it in. And that's what I did. So I looked at the picture and, and before I forget about that job, I was so scared because I didn't know. I was nervous because I didn't want to mess up. I was nervous because I didn't want to, you know, just make no mistakes. But I did the best that I could, and I did, and I think I did an excellent job. So that's just drawing the outside of it, which is like a 3-dimensional. So I did that for yesterday. And filling it in, you know, you looking at it once, you looking at it on one thing, and then you turn around and having to put it on paper is totally different. Let me see if I can pull that up. I have an old little tablet, so hopefully I can pull the sketch up what I'm trying to show you. Yes, I'm the pen girl. You see how I have a blue pen, a black pen, and my pencils. And let me see if I can pull that so you can see. Looking at it, sometimes you got to remember the way you're looking at it face forward may not be the same as you trying to illustrate it on paper. So, trying to be intentional, not calling them by name, because not in a good way. Some people may not want no one to know that we had to go into art class because we was cutting up in the classroom. I thank you, because I ain't know I really had it in me. Okay, let me see if I can find it. I'm coming. But hey, this is my life. So, take as long as I want. Again, this is an artist who does stickers. I found her on Pinterest, and I will show the picture. Hopefully, I can pull it up on this tablet. Alrighty. I want somebody to know, if no one else cheers you on, cheer your own self on. Because the way this design now, people are all for self. Okay, see this part? This is something similar. It's not quite the same. I added a few little touches. I did it kind of different. Kind of, sort of. But there's the artist. She's tagged. And she does stickers. So, like I said, looking at the photo sometimes can be different because I guess you got to draw it kind of backwards, if that makes sense. Or make it make sense. I don't know. But, anywho, let me go finish doing what I'm doing. Like I said, if I don't come back, because I have my creative juices and creativity as the creative artist I am, that's good for me in the morning time. Especially, too, I have a lot of sunlight and it's daylight. So, I don't know if I would do, because once I start on something, I want to go ahead and finish it. So, but anywho, again, if you listening and watching in this live, even if you're looking from the outside and not in, you've made it 367 days. Anywho, let me go ahead and finish doing that, and I may come back on, as I said, to show you actually, because another illustration I want to do, what I'm doing is creating my own art. So, you have to make lemonade out of lemons. And I am that girl. I am an artist. But anywho, just for fun. But anywho, again, if you made it here today and when I say today, if you made it here and you're alive and you're breathing, you can see, you can hear. 6-7 days. But anywho, I may come back on and show you actually me drawing one. Like I said, I have to have a feeling. So if I don't feel right doing it, I may not. But have a great day. Peace out, beautiful people.